Andrea going up against Pablo Montes. Oh, yeah, we saw him earlier today, right? On Eldrazi. Yeah. Tell me about the matchup.
Oof, this matchup, I think it's quite close. Andrea doesn't play Wasteland, but I think the biggest weapon of Andrea in this matchup is Craterhoof Behemoth. You try to play your game of deploying small heroes and elves, and then just natural order.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. We haven't really seen natural order utilized all day long in this kind of deck. Just like going wide and
it's usually a button that you have in emergencies. So
emergency
against
buttons.
combo deck, against fast decks, against decks without much interaction.
Yeah.
Because you cannot usually grind them down, but here you can get a Traxa or Craterhoof and maybe win the game. I'm not sure if he's playing Traxa. Probably yes. Card is amazing.
Yeah, I think we might have seen it earlier in the day, like in one of the very early fiction, but we will see. We will see. Right now, Pablo starting off on turn 1. Chalice of the Void. Andrea just has a land and passes back. Which one is that? That's a promo, right?
That's one that makes a spawn and does something else.
Oh, it's the 1 mana. The 1 mana dude.
No, it's 3 mana.
Oh, 3 mana? Okay.
3 mana, it's 1 and a green, and it makes a spawn when it comes into play, and it has another ability that I don't know yet.
Let's figure this out. So basically this kind of ramps you, but it's also like a body. Let's see where this is going to go. Andrea makes a white of the reliquary. Not too much to do with it right now. Let's see where this is going to take us. Rodrigo's right now researching this mysterious Eldrazi. Dude, there have been so many recent Eldrazi's.
Eldrazi repurposes.
Repurposer.
Green and a 2. The Void, when it comes into play, it maxes Ion. It's just a 3/3 and nothing else.
Okay, okay. It's a 3/3 for 3 and you get a
3/3
token.
for 3 average, and it makes you mana.
It's a filler, right?
Yeah. Some decks doesn't play it, some other decks play 2. It just...
Okay, so what's going on over there? Pablo actually sitting on a wasteland that he could use to set Andrea back a turn. If there's nothing else going on for him, he could do that. But right now we're going to spend 4 mana on... What's it going to be? Is that Thought Knots here? That's a classic. No, the command. We're going to take out the white and I guess scry and take a card.
This Yamimaya can be very good or very bad for Pablo. Cradle making mana on 0 creatures. Fetchland making mana so that you can grab surveillance later. So
look at the mana disparity here, by the way, as we actually make the tokens instead of scrying.
Andrea has 1 mana and Pablo has 5 mana the next turn.
That's pretty fair,
just numbers.
Yeah. Andrea trying, but gets caught by Pablo.
It's also not bad because your right next comes bigger. If you cannot kill the chalice, you are just building up to a bigger right. He could have even done it again because he had another hero and now Yamimaya max green. But I think he has another hero in hand. He has a reclaimer. So how many times do you think people forget his opponent's Yamimaya or Urborg?
Yeah.
I have played a lot of Urborg and I can say you a lot of times.
They do? Yeah?
They do.
Oh, okay.
They pay mana with pain lands that they should not.
That's the
they
best part.
fetch when they should not.
I think it also makes a difference on like whether you play it in paper or in Magic Online.
In Magic Online they also do. They
really?
are just used to do, like, doesn't see that the black mana. And
it's just like when they type a pain land, like it literally comes up, add 1 green mana.
Yeah.
No, I want to take the pain. Okay, sure. You take the pain if that's
happens.
what you want. So we got the Thought Lands here coming down. Andrea showing 2 natural orders and some 1-drops.
Andrea could have faced out something. Maybe he did, but it doesn't matter because in Pablo's turn it just comes back and it doesn't matter.
Doesn't make any big difference here. So basically the idea for Andrea is we just play lands and then eventually find like a Dryad Arbor or a natural order, and before that happens we are dead like 5 times over.
Yeah. The problem here is Pablo has right now 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So he can search with A of Ugin next turn and also has another command. So this game is
pretty much over, right?
Yeah. 6 life and a removal spell. Yeah.
Andrea packs it in. I feel like Andrea's losing a lot of game 1s, but of course the sample size is really small. That depends on which kind of matchup you go up
How good is your deck?
So let's see. as we wait for game 2 to start. By the way, that's Hello Newton sideboard guide from what I've been told earlier. So shoutouts to Newton. We are going to look at the bracket very quickly to see which side we are fighting on and Pablo and what are the decks. So we got Cristobal Abril actually making a top 8 once again in first place.
Cristobal Abril is an amazing player. He has top 8 4 seasons. He have won last year Modern Nationals. He won 2 years ago the Legacy event of the Impact Return. He's a beast of a player.
I've heard about that actually. Like I saw him making top 8 yesterday, and then so many people were telling me he might not be super famous internationally, but in
he's
Spain
super
everybody
solid.
knows him.
Also, one time I played team trios with him in Italy in 4 seasons, and he won all his matches. Like bam, bam, hammer.
Easy. Then he's going up against Pedro Doris on Scam Reanimator. Next match is going to be Pablo Montes, of course, on Eldrazi against Andrea Mengucci. We're watching that right now. The bottom half of the bracket, we got Guillaume Salvador, Willy Bizarre on Grix Estelva against Joel Luisarreta on Stephanout. Then we got Pablo Carrasco on a secret deck. That's going to be a surprise. That's Scam. Oh, God, dude. I thought it was going to be something fun. Going up against Miguel Arquez on Mystic Forge. Dude, you can't kill Mystic Forge.
And the winner of this fall tournament is going to qualify for the L.
The European Legacy Masters. If you haven't heard about it, check it out. It's a community initiative. It started actually 2 years ago. And it wants to create something that people can actually come together and crown like basically the European champion. As we just get told, actually the winner and the finalists are going to make it to the ELM. So if you win your if you win your semi-final, you already are qualified for the ELM. So definitely check it out. Lots of love going into that. And with that, I think we're going to move to the game 2 of Andrea Mengucci against Pablo Montes.
Do you think Andrea's going to win? Like, how good is your deck if you lose every game 1 and wins game 2 or 3? You always win, but maybe your deck is misbuilt for game 1. If your win rate is always lose.
I mean, there's a chance that Andrea wins this if he's on the play in the first game.
I think the deck is good, but he got hit by Chalice turn 1 into a very aggressive start.
Whenever I played, I played a different version of Elves, of course, but it's the strategy, the overall is similar-ish right now. I like Eldrazi, especially on the play, because as you mentioned, right, Natural Order is just such a big deal. And while I was used to get Progenitors, now I guess you get Atraxa, and that's still a really good card. So I like Andrea for game 2, but I'm really not too sure about game 3. That's the amazing part, right? Like we will see whether game 3 is going to happen in the first place, and if it happens, whether Andrea is going to find a way to win on the draw. So
they're finishing shuffling up.
Quick pile count here.
That's correct. Pile count.
Yeah.
Not pile shuffle. Yeah. Because this doesn't shuffle. This just counts your deck and in a very slow way. Yeah. I'm one of the haters of making piles.
Make the two of us. Yeah. So what's chat asking? Chat Nadu in Legacy, it's broken like Modern? No, not nearly enough. Like Modern's completely broken, right?
Yeah, in Modern it's completely broken. the deck is crazy good. Like it wins from nowhere so easy, and it has a solid mid-range plan. So it's just.
Yeah, and Legacy people try to make it work, but I haven't really seen anything that's actually like broken.
Yeah, the thing is, it's the best way to make it work is to get Field of Ruin working, but that's also not so easy because playing Nantuko, Springhead and Nantuko in Legacy is not like the dream. Even if Andrea's playing it, but it's not like the card that you like the most. It's good when you're going off or playing it for value like in this, but in the other decks, the Band Nadu deck, like it's more a control combo deck. You like to have cards that do something proactive or defensively, not like this mediocre mid-range card.
So yeah, no danger of it ever getting banned in Legacy anytime soon. So Andrea's opening hand, kind of annoying. You got like 2 copies of Dryad Arbor. That's never really exciting. We got to draw a Noble Hierarch. Like if you got something else, like the Torrent Noble Hierarch, I already subscribe to that. I love that. And Andrea's keeping it.
Why are you unhappy about having 2 Dryads in hand? You have 2 lands and 2 creatures.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like card advantage, right? You know, when I played Elves for the first time after a very long time, I had 2 Dryad Arbors in hand, and I went like turn 1, send it for 0. I was like, oh no, that was something. Okay, so Pablo is doing the Eldrazi version of Dig Through Time, kinda. Let's check out what we are gonna get here. There's a wasteland in there, another land. Looks like a Cavern of Souls, maybe.
A lot of people don't know that there is a secret mode on this card that you can put 0 cards on top.
Oh, so you exile all of them?
Yes. So you if the cards are bad, just go for the next one. You may
oh, yeah, I see. I thought you were joking, but okay, yeah. If it's all terrible, you just remove all of them. You go down a card, but at least you don't have to draw them. Okay, okay. I mean, I guess I can see it happening sometimes.
Miracles for the Win is asking us if Andrea's playing Natural Order, and yes, he's playing Natural Order.
He should be playing like 3 copies of Natural Order. Post-board, sometimes you side them out, but probably not in this matchup.
For example, it happens a lot that in Modern, there are not so many dual lands like Soul lands. There is a new Eldrazi Temple, and if you show 2 of those Eldrazi, you want the 2 mana land on turn 1, so you just exile and try on the second try to dig another 4 cards deep. So it's very.
Oh yeah, Nosman is right. You don't go down a card because of course you keep the guy in hand, unlike Dig Through Time, which is actually a spell that goes to the graveyard. This is just like a triggered ability.
This is a strong start from Pablo.
Really
turn
good.
2 or Flash Rage.
Yeah, Glaring Flash, right?
Yeah.
And on the other side of the board, Andrea just making Dryad Arbor pass, like no 1-drop. That must feel terrible. I mean, yes, we have a removal spell in Fatal Push, but there's not really too... Like, I see Green Sun Senate, but that's not a card that does that much for us. Oh my god.
Double.
Andrea, yeah, you gotta take out one of those. And it's probably gonna happen now.
It was nice, Andrea, to see you.
It was nice knowing you. Thank you for the gelato.
And Pablo has the Vindicate guy next turn, so he could like dismember this turn and then maybe... Wow, that's...
Wait, he can still dismember the Dryad Arbor as well. Oh my, he's like setting him back a land drop even. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna walk back on my prediction. I'm not sure there's gonna be a game 3. This is rough. This is rough. I mean, Andrea must have kept the hand because there's some kind of payoff.
Fatal Push, okay, fine.
Yeah, definitely needed that. Now let's strip another Fatal Push from the top. That's how you do it.
Here Pablo could have played a bit better and make the dismember on Andrea's upkeep so that he has to use the mana for the Fatal Push. But it's a typical thing. You don't think of this because, yeah, why killing it in my opponent's turn when I can't do it in my turn? Talk Nuts here. Okay.
Go.
Okay, what do you take here?
No, it's a tough decision. Very tough decision.
Maybe there's one in...
I'm gonna take the worst condition one.
Okay. What's the best draw for Andrea? Probably a Cradle?
Cradle, yeah. Yeah, Cradle and then Natural Order or something. And even then, I'm not sure he's gonna make it. What's the life total? 12? Oof. Yeah. I mean, if he has a Traxa and you can do something with the lifelink. But then again, Pablo also has that Vindicate dude, right?
Yeah.
So,
this turn, the small Eldrazi cannot attack anymore because Andrea can make the Reclaimer a 3/4.
Yeah.
So, okay. It doesn't even need to activate the Reclaimer. So probably he's Zenithing for right here. Zenith for 3 into right. That's a 4/4. And he could be able to hold the fort.
All of a sudden, doesn't look that bad.
It depends if Pablo gets to 7 mana.
How much mana does he have right now?
He has 4 mana.
Yeah, kinda.
But a lot of lands change this. Any spell makes another mana, so if he draws like spell into land, so another Eldrazi that makes tokens.
Another Flash Right.
So probably the next best draw from Pablo is another
Flash Right.
not another that will be good, but another like a Lotus Petal or something like that, or even a command. Maybe a Cothirex command will be lethal.
Really? Oh, because you make all those spawn tokens?
Yes.
Ah, I see.
So
I see.
Cothirex command on the next turn, you can cast it for X is 3, so you make 2 tokens by casting. That's 2 damage, and then you make 3 tokens. That is 6. That's a Cothirex command is 8 damage.
Sounds about right. Dude, Andrea's struggling here. Like he has somewhat rebuilt his board presence after like a very lackluster early opening.
Okay, they trade for the right. Okay, this
card.
attack is very good. When playing early with Pablo, I see he does very good combat on Like, yeah, I'm fine. You draw a card, but getting the right down. Maybe later I'm not gonna get it
Yeah.
killed because it's gonna be too huge.
It also means you're not gonna get a Cradle next
Yeah.
turn.
A random card is better than your best card, probably.
Especially if you still have to pay mana for the random card.
Yeah.
So Andrea's working this out. Okay, how much life am I gonna lose soon? Like, what do I need to get right in this game, and what do I need you to not have? And that's like, you know, you're going down the tree of probabilities, and it's getting smaller and smaller. So let's see, is that a Knight? The Heart Nantuko? Spring Heart Nantuko? No. Oh, there's a Reclaimer. There's a
Reclaimer.
Ignoble Hierarch and a Green Sun Sonnet.
Maybe he has to just repeat and get another right.
Oh, that's
okay. This right is a bit better. It's a 5/5 that does not trade with.
Yeah. The problem is, like, Pablo is in a spot where he can like finish off Andrea rather quickly soon. Just gets this guy out. Okay, pass. Okay, I guess he wants to get a Cradle then.
Set up Cradle.
And then draw Natural Order.
Oh, that is.
Is that actually a command?
No,
it's a temple.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. 7 mana is the magic number. So Vindicate.
Here we go. First, take 2 damage.
Okay, you cannot Vindicate the land, but because it gets eaten. But you have to Vindicate the Reclaimer and try to. Okay, the bad thing here is Andrea can or get a Cradle for +1 mana, or get a Talons of Madara for escaping, for
but
fasting.
that's what you told me about, like Pana Oi, Ambra Mañana.
Yes, pan para hoy, hambre para mañana.
Yeah.
Bread for today, hunger for tomorrow.
Dude, I love that saying. But I mean, yeah, okay, we're gonna take that one out, the Reclaimer. And Andrea drops down to 4. Like, he needs Pablo to not cast any spells anymore for the rest of the game. And even then, it's not quite sure whether he's gonna get there. Get that Cradle. And yeah, I'm not even sure, like, I guess...
1, 2, 3, 4. Can get greased next turn. Greased.
That also doesn't... I'm trying to see whether there's like a natural order line to Cradle, but since there's like blockers, I don't think that's good enough. So let's see where this is going. They're trying to figure out something. Yeah, this one's basically free because you got the Cradle. And then you get 4 mana, and that's, yeah, like you mentioned, Grist. And yeah, I guess you just have to assume that Pablo just like doesn't draw relevant spells anymore for the next couple of turns. Yeah, that's...
It's a plan.
Yeah,
so
it's...
Sometimes it's like, even if it's just land into land, he can activate Eofugin.
Yeah. Damn. So you need him to draw like more Iofugins or something. Like draw all the Iofugins.
He already has a second hand, one in hand.
Oh yeah, see, the plan is working.
Yeah, so it has to be, I don't know what.
Okay,
I don't know a card that Pablo can draw and don't be good in this spot. Okay, another Vindicate guy seems this.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You get the mana. Yeah, that should actually like kill Andrea, right?
It's
like you take 2 of the flash rights.
The cast, and then you destroy, then you swing. They have double block. Okay.
Yeah, and that's a Pablo Montes. On 2-0 over Andrea Mengucci on Cradle Control. Pablo Montes taking Eldrazi aggro deck. Can't believe I'm saying this in 2024, but yeah, Eldrazi fully arrived back in Legacy. And now, we're actually gonna look into another quarterfinals. But first of all, yeah, congratulations to Pablo. Also,